All righty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening. Some of you have been here for a few minutes already, I know. Glad to have you with us. Some faces I haven't seen for ages. I'm hoping that I see you on the other side of the stream when you're not in the room here with me. Am I right? Some positivity, some guilt on the faces that I'm looking at this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad to have all of you that are watching us from around the country on the stream. I know there's many of you watching us, and it's exciting to be here at DuePoint. And part of DuePoint, particularly today, returns and rewards today were paid. So it was a second payday for most individuals around the country today that are working with DuePoint. And that's always very exciting. Now, if you're a wealth engineer and you weren't paid today, you've got to be asking yourself some serious questions now. When are you going to join those that are getting paid? That's really the question you have to answer for yourself. When are you going to be part of those people that are getting paid? We had some life-changing income that went out today. And in addition, we had a wonderful list of people that are building and changing their lives that were emailed out on our Movers and Shakers email. If you haven't seen it yet, go dig in your emails. Sometimes it can go to spam. Go dig it out of spam and then make a rule that pulls it out every month. You want to see our Movers and Shakers. It's a wonderful event to recognize people around the country changing their lives with DuePoint. If you're brand new with us this evening, I'm hoping that by the end of this evening, you'll also understand why I am as enthusiastic as I am today about DuePoint. But before we get into the details, let me quickly run you through a few things. Remembering, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. This is important for you to know. You might never have heard of DuePoint before. That's not my fault. That's your fault. After this evening, you will be well versed with DuePoint. We are a nearly 7-decade-old insurance company as Constantia. We were first registered in 1952. We're a public company listed on the JSE, so you can find us there under Conduit Capital. And of course, as a public company, we're open to everybody to view. We're a homegrown South African licensed insurance company. So go do whatever research you need to do and get to know us. About 5 years ago, we opened up this division now called DuePoint. It was opened for a specific reason, and that reason was to solve the economic crisis that we're in South Africa today. We used to do a nice long introduction around this, but these days I don't have to do much convincing. We are all in economic crisis in South Africa today. Just read the newspaper. If you've skipped reading the newspaper for the last decade, then I'll accept that as the only excuse of you not saying you're in economic crisis. But here in South Africa, as individuals, we're in crisis. What does that mean? It means we don't get to control our income or our expenditure anymore. I used to joke a week or two ago about the fact that the 11th petrol price had come through and nobody even noticed because they're not even reporting it in the newspapers anymore. I've got good news for you. The 12th petrol price increase in the last 2 years is arriving next week or the week after. 12 in 24 months. You guys still sure you're not in economic crisis? I can assure you you are. The last petrol price increase was a 25% petrol price increase. They won't tell you that, but I know it was because I was paying 800 Rand for a petrol tank in my car the week before, and after the petrol tank, it's now 1,057 Rand for the same tank of petrol. That's a 25% increase in petrol price in one of the 11 petrol price increases. Now, if the petrol's gone up by 25%, what do you think is going to happen to all the prices of the clothes you're wearing, the food you're eating, and all of the furniture that is in your house, etc., etc.? What do you think is going to happen? A friend of mine was saying, actually it was Rob, was saying that he can't believe how expensive cell phones have got. If you see the new iPhone 11 has just come out, and if you want it brand new, it's about 32,000 Rand. Now that's a lot of money. But can I tell you, I remember when the iPhone 5 came out. Do you remember when the iPhone 5 came out? It was 5,000 Rand, and I was utterly appalled that anyone would pay 5,000 Rand for a cell phone. I remember being appalled at the idea. Now it's 31,000 Rand. Any of you had the requisite increase in your salary over the last 10 years to keep up with these prices? No, but you're going to tell the person that brought you here this evening, you're going to tell the person who connected you here this evening, you don't need this. I'm very busy, I'm very important, I've got a great job and a great career, I don't need this. Ladies and gentlemen, jobs and careers are no longer a solution to the problem and the crisis that we have in South Africa. They just aren't. And already nearly half a decade ago, we had realized this. As a corporate, we get to see the database. We get to see individuals across the country, and we could see already that we needed a solution to survive as a company in South Africa and for South Africans to survive. And we formed what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system was designed to create wealth. It was not designed to be another one of these selling goodies things. It wasn't designed to be speculative, as in speculating on gold prices or cryptocurrency or forex or shares, or it wasn't designed for that, because none of that was going to solve the South African problem. What it was designed to do was to create wealth using technology. The technology asks you just to connect South Africans to us. No selling, no stock, no presenting, no going to fancy training at high costs. Any of you reading MoneyWeb this morning? No, I shouldn't be reading the newspaper. I shouldn't, because it's like cutting my wrists. But nonetheless, there I was at 6:30 this morning reading MoneyWeb, and what do I find on there? An uneducated journalist talking about multi-level marketing. Go and look it up. And he was listing all the reasons why South Africans shouldn't do multi-level marketing, and I agreed with every single one of them. First of all, you have to carry around expensive, often substandard products and try and convince your friends to buy them. That generally ends up in the termination of your friendships. You're almost always asked to pay money up front, and you end up with stock in your garage you can't sell and in a loss-making position. Am I right? Most of you have done that before, haven't you? Second of all, almost no one succeeds. Almost no one succeeds. 2% was his number. He wasn't far off. What's the number I give you guys? 1%. 1% of people succeed in multi-level marketing. Unfortunately, he hadn't done any more research, because if he'd done a little bit more research, he would have realized why 99% of people fail. And not that they fail at multi-level marketing, but that they fail at everything. How many people do you know are ragingly successful in this life? How many? I can tell you, it's 0.5%. Globally, it's 0.5%. It's got nothing to do with what career or what type of business they're in. 0.5% is the number of people that succeed in life. And it has nothing to do with multi-level marketing. But ladies and gentlemen, good news for you this evening. This is not a multi-level marketing discussion. What it is a technology discussion. We have created here at DuePoint a piece of technology that's going to ask you just to connect the rest of South Africa to us. If you're able to do that, as you do that systematically over time, we as the insurance company will be able to reach a greater share of the South African market. From that, we will create greater revenues, and from greater revenues, we will create wealth for you. Not cash in transit, not cash from sales, and not cash from a job. Yes, you get paid cash at your job, because if you don't return the next month, they don't pay you again. That's not wealth. That's not security. People, I need a job. I need job security. In South Africa, there is no job security unless you're working for a security company. That's the only time you have job security. Everyone else in South Africa, without exception, no matter how senior and no matter what job you're working for, no longer has job security in South Africa. Go and look at the statistics, read what the economists are saying, and just open your eyes outside these four walls, and you will know that there is no job security. None of those things would solve our problem. And so what we instead built was a wealth creation system. That is a system that creates recurring income even when you can't work on it. How do we do that? Well, we use our financial services products here as an insurance company. They run on automatic debit orders, and they run every month and every day, no matter what's happening in your life. You might be lying on the beach. You might be lying in a hospital bed, unable to do anything. Even tap your smartphone. You're so weak. That's all right. Our debit orders will raise despite that, and your income will flow with us. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we built it in the South African context. This is not from overseas. I was enjoying the latest thing that's blown in. There were a whole bunch listed in the MoneyWeb article this morning. I won't mention any of them, but the latest one is now blowing around. Many of the people at DuePoint have headed off to it. It comes from China, I understand. It's got a nice English name, but that was easy enough to change. And now people are speculating on something in China. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not. This was homegrown, built in South Africa. It was built by South Africans who know what we like and what we don't like, and what we will do and what we definitely won't do. And we built it so that no matter what you feel about any industry, including multi-level marketing, this has excluded all of those things and has made it the simplest, most straightforward system of wealth creation in the country today. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, it is designed to create leverage for you. This means that you might be very busy. It means you might not have a lot of time. It means you might not know a lot of people. That is all completely inconsequential in our system. Our technology gives you the leverage so that you're able to create wealth 24 hours a day with us anywhere in the nation. We then build protections into our system because it's not speculation, and therefore it must be protected. And so we build protections in. 3 rules of wealth creation: increase your income, decrease your expenditure, protect what you have. And we put on the end of every phone of every wealth engineer at DuePoint at no additional cost a lawyer, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This means that no matter what's happening in your life, as you're building your wealth, you have the protection of a lawyer with you 365 days of the year with us. Folks, you are not going to spend any money this evening. This comes as a great relief, I'm sure, to you, but to me especially, having read the Money Web article this morning about how everybody loses their money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to ask for a starter fee, or we're not going to ask you to buy a starter kit. We're not going to ask you to pay for expensive training. There are no fees for the use of our system here at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get automatic and free use of our entire wealth creation system, our staff, our technology, our venues. Everything is made available to you at no cost. You will see me say that numerous times this evening. So, gentlemen, those of you who are married and need to make all financial decisions with your spouse, I understand, I'm one of those. This evening you don't have to go and talk to your spouse at all, because it's not a financial decision this evening. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, because you are not selling, and that's important for you to note. Remember, we're not selling anything here. Because you're not selling, you are not presenting, you are not representatives or brokers or agents or UMAs or any of these things of ours. You're just simply using our technology to connect people. It means that it doesn't matter what your level of education is, it doesn't matter what your experience or qualification is. Every single South African is able to become a wealth engineer in our system. And that means that every single South African is able to build a proper asset, not a speculative thing, not a maybe, not a hope on some foreign company. No, a proper asset. What does a proper asset do for you? It does 3 things for you. First of all, it produces income even when you can't work on it. That is exactly what your channel will do here at DuePoint. Secondly, it will allow you to realize the future value of your asset now. That's called pricing and selling. You can price and sell your asset here at DuePoint. In addition, it will outlive you. When you pass away one day, this income that you have created and this channel you have built will automatically be transferred to your children. That means that you are building not only wealth for yourself here, and this is important to remember and to contemplate. At DuePoint, you are not only building wealth for yourself, but you are building wealth for the generations that come after you. When we talk about being an economic solution in South Africa, we do not look at just now. Everything that's flowing in, everything that the average South African is running after right now, does not create intergenerational wealth. It gives you a little bit of wealth now. Generally, what's my rule on this one? I'm pretty good at it, 6 to 12 months. That's how long they last. That's how long. All these new things that blow in, 6 to 12 months. This new one that everyone's all very excited about, 6 to 12 months, it'll be gone. There is no longevity in it. DuePoint, Constantia, 68 years old. We don't think like now, we think generationally. And our business and the wealth creation tool we've created will transcend your generation and will move to your children and your grandchildren thereafter. That is what you get with the DuePoint system here with us. And we've built it to be the simplest system in the world. No fancy learning how to speculate on a computer and transfer your money in and watch the graphs and all of that. No learning about products that you have to sell to people and expensive training on how to present and run home parties. None of that. None of that, no. You just have to tap your phone. If you know how to tap your phone, which I know all of you know how to do, then you're able to connect South Africans to us. By tapping your phone and connecting people to us, you create a channel of distribution, a platform into which we as the insurance company can come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. You don't do it, we do it. As you connect people, other people will connect people, creating space in the South African market and economy for us as DuePoint. With the facilitation of the sale of our products, your wealth is born. And we distribute this wealth to you in 2 ways. Those of you who were paid today felt the impact of both of these ways today. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you £27.50 for every successful product payment in your channel every month that it is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. Sounds complicated, but it's easy. This is how it works. You're going to go out, you're going to connect some people to us. They will take a product and pay for it. When they do, you're going to get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, £55. Not once, every month, for every product that has paid successfully. So you make a single connection to us. You don't chase after your friends every month to buy the products again. You remember, you've had to do that in the past. You're not going to do that here. What you're going to do is you're going to connect them to us once, and our system is going to raise those debit orders every month thereafter. None of our products expire. They never wear out. They never break, and they're always delivered perfectly and instantaneously every single time. It is a single connection that creates a stream of income for you. People take more than one product, that's absolutely fine. You get multiples of the 55 Rand. This person takes 2 products, you're going to get 110 Rand. That one takes 3 products, you're going to get 165 Rand, and so on, and so on, and so on. You are now back in control of your income. That's the thing we've lost. Those of you who follow us on Facebook would have seen on Friday, we put up a big graph, and we compared everything to what's been happening at DuePoint over the last 12 months. And everything is like this or like that, is it not? South African GDP, US dollars, the Rand rate, everything was like this. Those are real numbers. Go and look up every single one. I had 5 accountants check it because I wasn't going to put up numbers that anyone could challenge us on. Those are actual real numbers. Everything is like that, and we're building this. You don't have control of your income because we're sliding downwards as an economy. We have to create a separate economy for ourselves, one where we are not influenced by the factors that are affecting that economy, one where we have control. And that is what we have built in the DuePoint system. You have control. These individuals are not going to sit around. They're going to go out, they're going to use the app, they're going to connect people, and once again, some will take products, pay for them, and you will get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. Every time that product is paid. Multiple products, when they paid, multiples of the 55 Rand, and so on and so on. In this example, you're here with us for 5 minutes, you're making $1,000 a month. All you've done is connect 5 people. In this example, you're making $1,000 a month. People say, this business is so hard. In fact, in that MoneyWeb article this morning, he said, what people tell you on stage is that it's easy. It's not, it's hard. And I go, yeah, it is hard. How hard is your job? This journalist forgot how hard he worked on writing that article. He forgot how hard it is for himself to earn a cent, to be recognized as a journalist, to have a job, not to be retrenched. He forgets how hard he has to work. Yeah, it's hard to connect people by tapping your phone. It is. But it's easier than being a journalist on MoneyWeb. Anyway, you're able to create any level of income here. This was something he criticized as well. But I was very happy to announce that we can say, yes, you can. There's no ceiling above your head here. We don't have any fancy matrix system, 6x6, 30, 70, this, that, and the next thing, all of which were listed in his articles. No, we don't have any of that. We've just got a simple system. It just says, connect more people who connect more people. That's it. And the more people you connect, the more money you will make. Put time and energy and effort into the construction of your channel. And over time, not a short time, over a long period of time. But you guys have got time. I look at all of you in this room. Most of you are young, yeah? Maybe not Rulof, but everybody else is young in here. You've got time. Put time in, put energy in, and we will never put a ceiling over your head here at DuePoint. You can earn at every point of your channel, all of them. Just as long as you qualify to earn on that point, you can earn on it. We don't restrict your ability to earn. You are going to have to put time and numbers in. We show you an example of this. We show you the leverage of this tool. It is one that's very honest. We're always very honest in our presentations. We tell you can make lots of money. That's honest. We also tell you can make zero money. That's honest. The factor that influences those two outcomes is not our system. It's not because you have to work hard or the system is flawed. No, it's you. You will decide what the outcome is. You will, because there's nothing hindering you. If you're willing to put people in, you can succeed. We use a simple example in this presentation. It's called 3+2. It says in your first month with us, put 3 solid paid connections in, and every month thereafter, put 2 solid paid connections in. Every month. You're not allowed to skip a month because you've got to work hard, remember? You've got to connect 2 people, tap your phone twice, okay? You need to do that. Now, because this is a conservative example and it fits into everybody's lifestyle. There are people who are busy. I am busy. 6 days a week I work, okay? But this system will work 24 hours a day, which means that when you do have time, the few minutes it takes to connect somebody, a few minutes around the life that is so busy of yours that you can use to create wealth with us. But we don't want you to be too busy, so we ask you just for 3 connections in your first month and 2 every month thereafter. If you can do that and we apply all of our mathematics of real people doing DuePoint, well, then we can tell you plus minus what you can reasonably expect to earn with us. 3 plus 2 plus 2, first 6 months, you should be on around about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. You're not doing anything special. You've been connecting 2 people a month. So if you were hoping for one of those presentations that would tell you you were going to be rich in 3 months, not on 3 plus 2, ladies and gentlemen. But if you do, like Shireen did this month, our top mover and shaker, and connect 50 people in your first month, oh, this business is so hard. 50 connections in 1 month. Well done, Shireen, for that. Well, then, of course, this number grows a lot faster, doesn't it? It moves a lot quicker, but you're busy. You don't have time, remember? So you can only do 3 and 2. Okay, great. That means that after 6 months, you're on 30,000 Rand a month. Do it for another 6 months, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. After a year, you're on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. 120,000. You've done it in 1 year with us. You haven't got rich. Your whole life hasn't changed. But in the middle of every month, like today, we put 10,000 Rand in your bank account. How does that start to change your circumstances? Does that not start to feel like wealth to you? It's not millions of rands, but that 10 grand a month starts changing things. Do it for 2 years. Don't stop there. Do it for 2 years, and that 10 becomes 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 2 years. You've got to think about how long you've done anything in your life. Now, when I ask about careers, I've been asking it for too long. People are like, yeah, I've worked for 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years. Yeah. When I ask, what have you done outside of your career that's lasted more than 2 years? Now, that's a very different question, isn't it? How many of you said at the beginning of this year you were going to smash the gym this year? This year, it's about the gym. It's about losing weight, getting in shape. There were lots of people that said that. How many of you lasted past the 3rd of January? It's an interesting thing. So some people say, listen, I'm going to learn a new instrument this year. How long did you last in learning your new instrument? How many of you have done anything out of your job, outside of your job, that's lasted more than 2 years? Okay. So 2 years is a very short period of time. You know it's a very short period of time. It goes like that. We were in 2018 just a minute ago. 2 months from now, it's 2020. Okay? That's how fast 2 years goes. All right. It's nothing. Can you imagine in 2 years creating 30,000 rands worth of income for yourself? But are you willing to do this for 2 years? You see, he's right. The journalist is right. Every other presentation I've ever seen has told me I'll be rich in 3 to 6 months. Every single one. They said 3 to 6 months I'll be rich. I'm telling you right now, you need to spend more time than that with us. 3 years, and that 27 will become 40 to 45 on average. 4 years, and you'll be up to 60. 5 years, and you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. Now it's R1 million a year. But it's taken you half a decade to get there. Now people say, often people will say to me, but Brendan, that's too long. I need that money now. And I go, how much are you earning now? No, I'm retrenched. Okay, so you're earning nothing now. And you're unwilling to give me 5 years to get to 100,000 Rand a month. How many of you got to 100,000 Rand in the first 5 years of your career? No. So why is the standard different when measuring DuePoint to your job and to all these other schemes and scams that blow in and promise you the future? Why is the standard different? No, ladies and gentlemen, 5 years is incredibly fast. To get you to 100,000 Rand a month, 5 years is lightning quick. But it's still 5 years. Not 5 weeks, not 5 months, not the first 50 people you talk to who let you down. No, it's 5 years of what? 2 solid paid connections every single month. That's what it is. And along this journey, life begins to change. We've been around for nearly half a decade. You can go onto our YouTube channel and see the stories of the people we've had on the stage. We only put 2 or 3 people on the stage a month. So I'll calculate that. Over the last 4-ish years, okay, we've not had more than about 120 people on the stage. Tens of Thousands of wealth engineers are with us at DuePoint. We have shown you a small fraction. Remember, only 2% succeed, according to that chap. I went and did my stats quickly. We've had way more than 2% of people succeed here. Why? Mainly because we're honest with you up front, and we tell you you're going to have to put the years in. When you've got that expectation, well, then in your first 2 months, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. You keep going. But when you promise someone they're going to be rich in 3 months and it doesn't work out, you lose them. That's not what happens here at DuePoint. You can ask any one of our guys that have been around for 4 years. When people leave, they come back to DuePoint. That never happens anywhere else. When they leave, they're gone forever. Here, they leave, they come back. So we never sad when someone says, look, I can't do it, it's not working. We go, we'll see you in 6 months. And 6 months later, they're back in the business again. All right. Now, this last 2 weeks, we had up a few people on our stage. One of them was Yolandi. She's from Ermelo. She's been with us for 6 months. What was my calculation again? I said on average you should be on about how much after 6 months? 2,500 a month, okay? 2,475 rand. Okay, do you see how we have real numbers here? Okay, she's not rich yet, but she's very excited. Look at that smile. You can see how excited she is. When she was here, it was amazing testimony. I think eventually Rob was pulling the mic out of her hand, you know, because she was excited. What does 2,500 rand a month do? For many people, that's already life-changing. It's life-changing income. And she's done it in 6 months. She works 4 jobs. She listed them for me, the 4 jobs that she works. Morning job, afternoon job, evening job, weekend job, to make ends meet. She doesn't have time. She doesn't have time. No, I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. Well, you need to meet Yolandi. She doesn't have time. And yet over 6 months, she's built a channel that's now worth 30,000 rand a year to her. And she's only just got started. Then we had up Teresa with us. She's been with us for 2.5 years, but by her own admission, she did nothing at DuePoint until the last 3 months. She was moving cities. She was building life down there, all sorts of things down in Neisner. She now lives, and she said she suddenly realized, I'm in my 60s, and I got nothing for when I can't work anymore. And so over the last 3 months, she's built a channel worth 5,000 rand a month. 90 days. What are you doing in the next 90 days? Are you going to tell the person who connected you here this evening, I've seen these things, they come and go, and blah, blah, blah. Or are you going to go, hang on a second, in the next 90 days I can earn or create a channel that'll pay me 60,000 rand a year? You see, that's very different from spending the next 90 days justifying why you didn't become a wealth engineer. It's very different. It's much nicer to be able to, as I'm sure Teresa and Yolandi are doing this evening, walking around with their phones going, here's my in contact from my bank, and here's the money in my account. It's not on a screen. We're next to a graph. Look at how I'm not allowed to say, look at how my speculative stuff has grown. That's not in your bank. The SMS from your bank that says the money is in your bank is in your bank. And that's what you get at DuePoint. You don't get a screen with a pretend number. You actually get the cash in your bank account. And today, these are 2 more people that can do it. You can go to our YouTube channel. We have a public, open YouTube channel for everybody to view. Go search DuePoint, and you will find there the stories of more than 100 of our wealth engineers over the last half a decade that have made wealth with us. Not once-off cash, wealth with us. Because we don't run an MLM here. We run a system that asks people to talk to each other using a piece of technology and connecting individuals to create not once-off cash, but lifetime cash. How much would you like to make? You see, you're looking at the screen, and I see most of you going, that's a good number. That's monthly, remember? That's not once-off. That's a good number, but that's not the important number here. There's the important number there. Do you see it? Those of you in the room, it's going to be a bit faded. What does it say? It says 11th of February, 2016. What do you think that number is today? It's an interesting thought, isn't it? What have you been doing the last 4 years? I can introduce you to Patrick and Pumi if you'd like. They'll tell you what they've been doing for the last 4 years. They certainly haven't been reporting to a boss in the mornings. They haven't been doing that. The second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. It's a training program. We're going to teach you how to do this. And you know what? For our friend on MoneyWeb, you don't pay a cent for our training program. Not a single cent. And it's world-class training. We know because it's being copied around the world. It's the greatest compliment is when someone starts copying your stuff. And our training will teach you everything. It's not going to teach you about our products and our trinkets and how to present. It's going to teach you everything. It's going to teach you about the economy that you live in. It's going to teach you how to create sustainable, lifetime, intergenerational wealth. It'll give you tools you would normally have to pay for. As you complete the training and do the steps in the program, you'll accumulate what we call XP points, experience points. Those experience points will accumulate, and when you match those to your channel size, we rank you up in our training program. And when we rank you up, we give you more reward. We give you cash in the beginning, and it rises. As you rank up, it gets bigger and bigger. Many of you experienced it today. I know we had somebody go rank 4 today. Philip, you went rank 4 today down in the Western Cape. Rank 4, he's experiencing today a cash reward on top of his returns because he went rank 4 today in our program. At rank 5, however, and Phil, you're up next for this, you get our professional business kit. You get all the pieces that you're going to need to build your business with us. At rank 7, you're going to get another, I'm jumping, I just put the slide in and I forget it's there. Folks, you can get tools online already from our website. Go to DuePoint.net, click on our store button wherever you are in the country, and you can purchase the tools that you need to build your channel with us. We give you the Pro Kit at rank 5, but you can get the bits and pieces in between. At the moment on our online store, we have a 12% discount on our USB sticks. Why would you want to buy one of our USB sticks? Well, they come jam-packed with all of our introduction presentations, our training, our testimonies, downloadable tools, all sorts of things that you can use. So for those of you who battle with the cost of data and watching us live streamed, get the USB stick. It's 12% off this month. It's down to about $150. It's got all the latest stuff on it, and you can plug it into your TV at home and into your computer and show everybody the DuePoint presentation. Folks, at rank 7, you're going to get yourself a 20,000 Rand set of custom-made, imported, gold-gilded business cards. It takes us anywhere between 6 weeks and 3 months to get them for you. It has to go to 3 separate printers around the globe. And as we understand it, you're the only people in the country that actually have real gold on a business card. Real gold. When you give this card to somebody, suddenly we don't look like everything else. Suddenly we look quite different. And then at rank 9, for those of you who go the distance, ladies and gentlemen, the distance, not 3 to 6 months, although somebody's going to do it in 3 months, I know they are. But when you've been the distance, you've put time, energy, and numbers in to building your channel with us, and you go rank 9. Then, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, that's all. It's not a competition. You don't re-qualify. As long as you maintain your channel size with us every year for the rest of your life, we take you away with your family, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid for a week. This is not something we're hoping to do in the future. This is something we do every year with our rank 9s. As I said, we're not new. You're just new to DuePoint. Every year we go away. So again, we don't have to show you any plagiarized pictures, things we've ripped off the internet. No, we will show you wealth engineers, their wives and husbands, and their children going to different locations, business class, 5-star with us every single year. We're going again now on the 7th of December, incidentally. That is 6 weeks. 6 weeks. We're on the plane, 7th of December. The rank 9s all jump in on the plane. And we're going to have another amazing trip. We're going out to Latouz Rock in Mauritius this year. Super deluxe, magical place. Your feet don't touch the ground for a week. They give you a discount if at any point your feet touch the ground. Okay? It's absolutely incredible. And those sorts of holidays that we go on every year. And you're welcome to join us. Look a bit like this. 6 weeks to go. 6 weeks to go, and we're at another location, in another exotic spot. It's not come free to the Rank 9s. They've worked for it, long and hard. Some of them, 3 years to get to Rank 9. Others, 5 months. But those that wanted to come didn't quit after year 1. They didn't quit after year 2. They didn't even quit after year 3. They kept going until they got there. And our growing group of Rank 9s is waiting for you to join them. Now it's a matter of deciding, I'm picking up a tool and I'm going to put half a decade in, 10 years in, 15 years in, 25 years in, because my life is going to be different if I do it. If I don't, nothing changes about my circumstances. At Rank 11, we give you another useful car. It's a useful tool. It's your own car. It's not financed through us. It's not rented from us. It's not given to you and then taken away, and it's not branded. It's your car. It's your tool and in your name. And you'll use it, we're sure, to continue to build your wealth with us. That's 11 of the 28 ranks in our training program. Now, folks, we create all of this wealth over the back of our financial services products. We have 5 of them that you can choose from. The first is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products. Your first one is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, and the second is a tax-free investment account. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It costs 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no maximum age limits, and no medical declarations or examinations. Folks, it's for everybody. It's for absolutely everybody. Everybody can be insured with us. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand a month, but it grows from there depending on what options you select. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and you can select between 5 and 10 family members on the plan. You as the principal policyholder will also get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. This means that when you pass away one day, we will settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt as well. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. And that, instead of putting the lawyer at the end of your phone, puts the lawyer in the room with you to the value of 250,000 Rand. In any form of legal case that you need, there's some very minor exclusions like constitutional court cases, but I don't think any of you are going to the constitutional court soon, are you? Anybody here challenging the constitution? No? Okay, fine. Pretty much covering everything. In addition, they give you debt management, trauma counseling, all sorts of services that are in that for less than 250 Rand a month. And then our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. This is the one to decrease your expenditure. As a member of our club for 299 Rand a month, you get access to our suppliers. Our suppliers offer us commercial discounts, vouchers, account packages, VIP services, all sorts of things that you can't get from across the industry. Whether you're buying a car or a cell phone or wanting airtime or wanting data, whatever it might be that you want, it's in our package. You can get massive discounts or services through this program. It's the 3 rules of wealth creation. Every one of our products has a comprehensive training video. Comprehensive. This is not to teach you to go and sell the product. You don't sell our products here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, that's the thing you're not allowed to do according to MoneyWeb. No, it's selling. No, there's no selling here at DuePoint. You connect people. We do the recruiting. We do the selling. Your task is tech introduction. That's all it is. And every one of these videos is therefore designed for you. Not for the people you're going to talk to, but for you. That teaches you every detail of every product that we have so that you know how to maximize your benefits with us, as well as understanding all the terms and conditions. It's all in there. You don't even have to be able to read. You can watch the video and you're fully up to speed. Folks, we wrap our entire business in what we call our Achiever Quest. We had a whole bunch of people that achieved that quest this last month and managed to boost their returns and rewards. What it says is it runs in calendar months, and it says in every calendar month of the year, every single one, if you're able to put 10, 20, or 30 people into your channel and get them paid in the same month, that's an important criteria. We had 1 or 2 people call in today, hey, I'll put 20 people in, how come I didn't earn? Well, because they're all set to pay in December. And then you don't make it, ladies and gentlemen. You put them in, and you get them paid this month. If you do that, then you're going to get 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand on top of your returns and your rewards. That means that in your very first month with us, you can earn a minimum of 5,000 Rand plus your returns and rewards. Anybody who tells you can't earn quickly at DuePoint, you can laugh at. The only difference here at DuePoint is it actually goes into your bank account. That's the big difference. Everyone else can promise you the world, but they're not going to put it in your bank account. Here, as a public listed licensed insurance company, we have to stand by what we say. and we'll put it in your bank account. This is an opportunity you have to immediately start changing your circumstances. What will $5,000 do for you next month? What will it do for you? It's Christmas very soon. That $5,000 is going to start paying for Christmas, is it not? It's going to stretch your income, because what happens in December? Everybody gets paid at the beginning of December, and their next payment is at the end of January. That's a 2-month stretch with no income, because they normally pull the salaries back for Christmas. Hey, remember that. Well, an extra $5,000 in December and January will go a long way for bridging that 2-month gap. Here, you've got it, and all you've got to do is connect people. All right. Folks, you want to know anything about us? We're a fully public company. Fully public company. Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website and find our financial statements there for you. Multi-billion rand insurance company. Okay? It's all there. Go and look at our directors, our BE status. Everything you need is there. Go to the regulators' websites. I was doing some CPD training, and I have to do that. And being in the position I'm in. And in the CPD training, there was a page where they listed the legislation that governs our company. A page. You can get a lot of acts onto a single page. A lot of acts. They're all the ones that govern us here. But go to the FSCA's regulator website, find our long-term and our short-term insurance licenses there, as well as our FSP licenses. Not one, but multiple. Go and do whatever you need to get the trust and the faith that you need. Because at some point you're going to have to make a decision. And that's not a decision to become or not to become a wealth engineer. At some point the decision will be, I cannot continue down this direction, this road that our economy is going on. That's the decision. No one in South Africa can escape it. And at that point the decision is, it's time for me to start as a wealth engineer. To do that, you're going to have to do 4 things. First of all, you're going to have to sign up. You're going to go to our website. You're going to click Apply, Join, whichever menu you're on. Fill out the form, and you're a wealth engineer this evening without having spent a single cent. That's important, remember. No backward movement, only forward movement with us here. No stock in your garage or your fridge, just forward motion. Second thing you're going to want to do is download our tech. The tech is what connects people. It's an app on your phone. You go to Google Play Store or to the Apple App Store, and just download the app. It's free. It's free again. What a surprise. All right, good. Once you've got the tech, you need to learn how to use the tech. Jump on the app, click Tools, Getting Started, and there'll be about 4 or 5 videos for you to watch. No reading, no written exams, no multiple choice. Okay, you just sit down and watch the first 5 videos. Once you've watched those five videos, you now know how to do that one thing you have to do to create wealth at DuePoint. And that is selling. No, it's not selling. It's not selling. You're right. Not selling though. Huh? Presenting? No presenting. Carrying stock around with you? No. Speculating? No. The one thing you have to do at DuePoint, which is connect people. And you need to connect 3 to start earning. Connect 3. Do it tonight. You know all your 3 best friends. They have to. They're your friends. They have to. Can't say no. All right, it's a good start. You go to them and you say, listen, you owe me. Okay? 3 people and you start earning. And from that point forward, you are changing your circumstances and you're changing your life here with us at DuePoint. Folks, this is a nationwide business. 24 hours a day around the country. In the next few weeks, we're going to be down in Cape Town. We do tend to pop around the country, show people we're real, do wealth workshops with them, get them in touch with us directly, not just through our live broadcasts. 9th of November, we're in Cape Town. Start drawing up your lists, get your tickets booked, go to events on our website or our app, scroll down, click attend, book your tickets. How much are the tickets? Those of you who are new, I'm going to allow you to hazard a guess. How much do you think the tickets are for our conference? Free! Hey, we got people listening tonight. I like it. All right, good. Yes, you don't have to pay to come to one of our encounters, but you do need to book your tickets because we want to know how big a venue to book for you. Get it done. Let's see you there. Rank 4s and above. The only paid conference of the year is our Converge Conference. This is where we celebrate and showcase DuePoint across the nation. It's our biggest event of the year. It comes with food and drinks and dancing ladies and fireworks, all the things we don't have in our normal presentations. There might even be a bit of music. That's all happening on that night. You do not want to miss it. Those of you who are rank 4s and above, you automatically qualify to join us. Please go and get your tickets booked and paid for now. Why now? Because you got paid your returns and rewards today. Why can't you wait until next year? Because, we've already discussed this, you will have no money. Christmas, January, it's the desert of financial situations in South Africa. So get your ticket paid for right now. In addition, get your guests lists to us and get their tickets paid for. Guys, it has to happen now. Otherwise, you won't be joining us at our biggest event of the year. Everything you need is online. You can watch us live Tuesday through Saturday, broadcast across the country on YouTube. Facebook has got new stuff and content for you to share every single day so that you don't have to make your own pages, you don't have to load up websites, none of that. You can just use what you've already got and share, tag, and copy and paste all the stuff that we put out for you there every single day. Another great one up today. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook page now and see it. I reckon it's one of the most shareable posts we've ever put up. We put up today. So please go there and take a look. If you struggle with data, you can watch all of our or listen to all of our presentations on podcasts. Go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. You'll find them there, and you can just listen to them at a fraction of the data. Everything you need, ladies and gentlemen, is built into our technology. This is not a business other than a tech business. We are a technology business connecting South Africa, and it is a business designed to create wealth, not cash. That's what we do here. Folks, if you've got questions and concerns, it's quite natural. Come and ask us. We have a client service team that you can call Monday through Friday. You can't do that with the Chinese one. Here, you can call our client service team Monday through Friday. They will answer any question you have. Everything else you will find online and ready for you, no matter where you are, no matter your circumstances, to create wealth with us. And that's what we want to see you do. We don't have time anymore for excuses, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have time. It's not a decision of becoming a wealth engineer or not. It's a decision of how long you want to continue on the economic path you're on. That's all it is. And at some point, every South African will be through these doors, because there will be no other option. Folks, I'm looking forward to seeing you all outside. The rest of you, we're live again at 12:15 tomorrow. Remember, at 12:15 tomorrow is our Facebook draw. We've been running that Facebook competition this week. If you haven't yet got your face up on our Facebook competition, get it up so that you go in the draw for our 12:15 draw tomorrow. What was it? It was a Lightning memory stick. That's a 2,500 Rand memory stick. Okay, that's crazy tech, packed with all of our latest stuff on it, so that you can be using that to save data and 2,500 Rands worth of cash. That's yours tomorrow if you're in that draw. It's not for you at all if you're not in the draw. So get in the draw tonight, all on our Facebook page. Thanks, guys. We'll see you at 12:15 tomorrow. Cheers.